Okay. So now session is going to start. Okay, yes. So good evening all. So welcome to the orientation session for SIH 2025. So we are going to cover multiple things कि SIH क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, what are the things that we are going to cover. So we have expert teams, last year winners and काफी सारे hackathons winners यहाँ पर हैं. So they will guide you for each and every step. So Gopal, please start.
Definitely. So, first of all, I would like to thank you, Rana sir, for having this opportunity to share the insights over Smart India Hackathon. So, basically, today we'll be covering a lot of insights about how to, how we can strategize to win this Smart India Hackathon in this 2025 session. So, before we begin, I would like to first of all introduce our teams. So, we have Yuvraj here with us. So, he's the team leader of Team Sanket as well as Team Self-Help. So, Yuvraj has already won SIH 2 times, and I am also the team leader of Team Kavach. We were able to win SIH in 2023, and we were the team with the highest selections of in India across like the whole nation. So it is like our team was having the highest number of selections in the history of SIH. So I'll tell you what these numbers of selection actually mean, because I know a lot of you must be participating for the first time in this hackathon. So let's first of all let's understand what is the agenda for today's meet. So I think the most important thing that we are going to cover is that what is the structure and what is SIH really, and after that we'll help you out with giving you some tips on how to actually build a really good idea as well as how to find a really good team. And after that we'll be sharing some very good insights on how to make your presentations and videos so that you have the maximum chances of getting into SIH. Right, so let's start. Just a second. Yeah, my screen is visible, correct? Mm-hmm.
Visible थी.
Seconds.
Perfectly visible. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with the first of all structure of the SIH. So this is really important for all of you to understand so that you know what your stage you are in and how you can what you can expect from SIH going forward. So first of all, there is SIH problem statement launch. So that has already happened. I am sure that you must have seen the problem statements by now. If you have not seen those problem statements, you can go to the SIH official website and find all the problem statements. After that, the important step that you have to tackle is the internal hackathon. So for that, I think the date for this internal hackathon will be 13th September, and the last date to submit your idea for this internal hackathon will be 10th September. So for the internal hackathon, what we expect you to do is to build a very basic prototype if it is possible. If it is not possible, you at least have to build a PPT in the format that SIH requires, right? So we really need to understand what your idea really is. And if you can showcase that, you can actually build it by showing us a prototype. That will be really helpful for you in the internal hackathon, right? So you have around 10 days for right now where you can understand all the problem statements. And in those problem statements, whichever you find that you can build the best solution on, you can finalize the solution and then build a PPT. You will then have to upload this PPT by 10th of September, and then you will have an internal hackathon. In this internal hackathon, our agenda would be to select the top 50 teams from Thapar. So not everyone in Thapar can participate in the real SIH. Only 50 teams will be allowed to actually go forward and submit their ideas into the real SIH portal. So that is why in this internal hackathon, we have to select the top 50 teams this time, in which 45 teams will be actually participating in the hackathon and 5 teams will be the waitlisted teams. All right. So your goal must be to come into the top 45 teams in this Thapar Institute, right? After you have cleared Smart India Hackathon's first part, that is internal hackathon, you actually move on to participate into the real hackathon. So I will just showcase this with a better illustration, so have a better idea of how this SIH really works. So as I told, that internal hackathon happens, which selects 50 teams. Then after your idea gets selected in the college itself, you are then allowed to submit your idea into the SIH portal. So as you know that there are around, I guess this time there are around only 100 to 150 problem statements. Last year there were around 250 problem statements, right? So each problem statements can have maximum of 500 teams participating from all the colleges of India, right? So we really encourage that if you have an idea built and the prototype is ready and your PPT is also ready, we really encourage that you submit your PPT to this SIH portal as early as possible, because this 500 team limit actually reaches very quickly to its limit when the end of the hackathon reaches. That is why we would really recommend that you participate in this hackathon and you are very adhere to the timelines. All right. So now you know that internal hackathon happens. Top 50 teams get selected. They apply to the SIH portal, and out of those 500 teams in each problem statements, only 5 teams move to the grand finale of the hackathon. Right. So like I think the last year more than 1.2 million people actually participated in Smart India Hackathon, and there are only 200 problem statements. So there is no second or third person here. There are only SIH winners. So each problem statement has only one winner. Right. So obviously the competition is like out of 1.2 million, only 100 SIH winners are there. So it is, I think, same as JE, but rather than 10,000 students getting IITs, only 100 to 200 people actually win SIH. So the competition is huge like that is 100% sure. But implications of winning SIH are really great. As you can see, like Yuvraj has also won 2 times SIH, and he is also a founder of a startup that is funded by Government of India. I am also a founder of a startup that is another startup which is also funded by Government of India. Also, our team was able to get placed in like big corporations like Google, Microsoft, American Express, as well as JP Morgan. So everyone has got a good opportunity after winning this hackathon. And last time our college was able to actually win 6 hackathon like problem statements out of 30 people that went to the hackathon, right? So I think the number of people that are winning this hackathon is increasing. And I think some of the students actually came back to us, and I'm sure came back to Yuvraj as well, and told us that the presentations that we shared really helped them to get selected, right? So the getting selected into this top 5 team is the biggest challenge. If you make it to the top 5, Rana sir always says that फिर तो जीत के आते हैं, right? So the most important thing that you have to do is to make your presentations and video in such a format and think about the idea in such a format that you are able to get to the next level, right? So I think I'll hand it over to Yuvraj now. He'll briefly explain about how to actually win this hackathon. Yeah, Yuvraj, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Gopal. Thanks a lot for sharing a beautiful introduction in a very structured and wonderful way. So, guys, I hope that I'm audible to you. Gopal, please
Yeah, you're audible.
give me a thumbs up. Okay, thanks a
Yeah.
lot. Okay, guys, I hope you have listened very carefully that what Gopal has said, and not only that what he has said and how he has said, that was more important, because I generally admire the fact the way he presents stuff, and presentation is one of the most important aspects in Smart India Hackathon or any other hackathon, because no matter what you have built, how beautiful your solution is, okay, how many lines of code you have written, if you don't know the right way to present your idea to someone, if you cannot explain your idea to someone, then it's useless. So now I guess this is the most enthusiastic part of this presentation, that's winning SIH. So I don't say that, okay, we'll sure shot make you the winner at SIH, but yes, we can at least make you to give a better try. So guys, according to my experience, I have broken this into 3 major parts, that is choosing the right problems, then building the right approach to solve that problem with the right set of people. So Gopal, can we please move on to the next slide? Okay, so now here are the quick pointers on identifying that what a good problem is. So guys, I recommend to choose a problem that is less taken. Okay, so what a less taken problem is, problems which are like very new in the market space, which are not generally seen in hackathons. And then comes the pointer that choose the problems that are less saturated. For example, since my first year, I've been seeing around a problem about agriculture and smart irrigation, which has been roaming around there in many hackathons and all. And the third most important pointer is that if you're already having a project ready with you, maybe in any academic activity or so, or any other or in any other hackathon, you've prepared a project, then do find a problem statement related to that project, so you'll have an edge over other teams. So Gopal, can we please move over to the next slide? Okay, so just a quick intro what a good team is. Try to find out people having diverse kind of skill sets. Try to find out a guy who is good at public speaking, good at presenting stuff. Try to find out someone who is good in machine learning. Try to find out someone who is good at electronics. Try to find out someone who is good at web development and all. Just try to grab people so that you can make an amalgam of all the tech stacks in your team. So next slide, Gopal. Guys, this is the most important part of all those 3 parts that I have shown you earlier, that is how to craft a solution that can help you to secure a win in the grand finale. So first of all, guys, the most important part of crafting your solution is to empathize the user, to empathize the person who is giving you that problem. Okay, don't just try to solve the problems that are looking fancy to you, but try to approach it in such a way that it actually solves the problem to that user. So just as an exercise, let me tell you that the past year we were given the problem of solving the issue that NSG commandos faced during their combats. So they wanted us to build a solution to provide a real-time navigation inside buildings in which the operation is going on. So just try to find out all the pointers so that you can conclude that what are they wanting you to solve for them. Is expenditure a problem for them? In case of NSG commandos, I guess no, because government provides a large amount of fundings to them. So expenditure is not a problem. You can propose an expensive solution to them. Is scalability a problem? Yes, scalability is a problem for them. They need a solution which is extremely robust, right? So this is the way you need to empathize your your problem giver or the user, and then you need to move on to the next part, that is the feasibility and expense control. You just build a basic MVP that you shall must present in the grand finale as well, and also provide a budget simulation, which will also help you in proving that how are you able to provide a scalable solution to the problem. And then the last one, and you may consider it to be the least important point as well, that is the scalability and technical depth. Because if you are able to conquer the first two steps, then the third one will get covered automatically. That's what I believe. Gopal, can we move on to the next section? Okay, guys, you can also keep on capturing the screenshots of this, but we'll share this presentation as well afterwards. So
Yeah,
now
so just one thing that I would love to, just reshare
sure.
what Yuvraj actually presented really well. So I think one thing that you should take from this session is that do not apply to a problem statement that is a very simple one, right? So as Yuvraj told about how he was solving a really complex problem for these commandos, right? So if you see a problem statement and you think like it is a very straightforward problem of making a website for, maybe farmers so that they can track agriculture, it is very easy problem statement, and a lot of people can actually just go ahead and build a very small MVP using, just an AI tools. So something like this, where you can just read the problem statement and have a very simple idea just by reading this problem statement, would not be a really good problem statement to choose, because a lot of teams across India will be participating, and it will get really difficult for you to set apart in these kind of problem statements. And especially in open innovation tracks, sometimes we think that just like going into an open innovation track is easy because I think we can innovate a lot, but that tracks actually have a lot of competition. So please try to find a problem statement first that is little bit difficult to understand, so that really not a lot of people are participating in it. And once you find the problem statement, as Yuvraj already told, reverse your idea, right? So something like I would like to share as well is like our problem statement was to increase heritage visitors in India. Most of the people were building apps and games to increase the people who are coming to these heritage sites. What we built instead was vandalism detection, so that we can keep these heritage sites clean first, so that the tourism increases, right? So think in a different order. Instead of just going and just reading this problem statement and writing the solution, try to see the problems around you. When you go to cause, you can see vandalism is there. It is a problem. You can solve it, and then try to find a problem statement where you can fit that idea, right? So that is something that you should take from the session. Now moving ahead, yes, Yuvraj, please share.
Yeah, sure. Now let's just have a look at a demo video that you'll need to prepare to submit it on the SIH portal when the submissions will open. So Gopal, please play it.
Please let me know if the audio is the video audible?
Yes, perfectly audible.
Raniganj mine collapse, Jharia inferno, Dhanbad coal mine tragedy. These names echo with the loss of countless lives. How many more must we bury? The time for change is now. Introducing Subsecure, transforming safety and productivity to prevent the next tragedy before it strikes.
Traditional coal mining faces several challenges, with hundreds of deaths and accidents reported in the navigation issues and delayed emergency responses result in lowering the safety of the workers in the mine. It is mitigated by SubSecure by providing real-time log of worker action as well as instant alerts, which enhance both safety and productivity.
Deeply integrated together. Starting off with the worker registration. In database, each worker's fingerprint will be mapped to their profile interface as well.
SubSecure utilizes a network of wireless nodes at a 15-meter interval in a bus topology. These nodes operate in an energy-efficient sleep mode, enabling the manager can access a real-time dashboard.
Now that we have covered the technical approach, let's explore the broader impact and benefits of the product and boosting competitiveness in the sector. By digitizing safety management, mining operations can better in areas.
Navigate.
Inform.
Safeguard.
Perform.
SubSecure by Team Sentinel isn't just a solution, it can be considered as a game changer. Our vision is not just to solve a problem, but to reshape the future of coal mining in India.
Yeah. So I think you must have got a pretty much good idea of the Yuvraj video that he shared. So I think that is an amazing video for sure, and I think it was a very key player in getting the team Sanket selected in the first round, right? So after you make a really good video demo, I would love to highlight that you must have seen that Yuvraj and the team did not share any hardware prototype and the real life prototype in the video itself, because if it is an hackathon, you are supposed to build the solution when you are in the hackathon. Right now you can just share the idea what you are going to build and not show anything in the video that you've already built, right? So just keep that in mind. Now we'll share how the PPT of hackathon works. So this is the most important thing for you. This is the key to SIH. Your presentation would actually get you selected into the top 5. Uske baad to jeet ke aana is not that hard, right? So we'll just share some of the key highlights regarding this PPT stuff as well. So as you can see, the most important thing that our PPTs usually have is that it is very easy to read. So because every judge would have 500 PPTs coming to him for each problem statement, they do not have time to read single thing that you have written in the text. So try to make it sure that everything that you write is having a flow and a structure, as well as you highlight the very important stuff. So if you can see, if I just read the problem, I can just understand by reading the bold points that vandalism is a problem, tourist management is a problem, and cleanliness is a problem. If I need to understand a little bit more, I can just read the text below it. I also can understand about my solution by reading very few words like AI vandalism surveillance, data detection, lost and found, and QA-based secondary system, right? So I think just by reading this, I am very intrigued by what these guys are trying to build. I have also shared some of the prototype photos. As you can clearly see, we have mentioned that these are not something that we have built, but these are expected outcomes, right? So when I write expected outcomes, this becomes like a really good way to present what our vision of technology is going to be, right? So this is something like we'll be sharing with you on the WhatsApp as well, and you can have a look over there. So when we participated, the PPT size was limited to 2 slides only. Right now it is up to 6, but the content is pretty much same. You just have more space to write what you can explain. So as you can see, we have mentioned what sets up apart, that is the USPs of our problem. Now something that most of the people do not include, but I think helped us in winning like more than 7 hackathons in the journey so far, is also including the financials, right? So when we include financials and when we tell them that how much costs are we reducing, what is the implementation cost, it actually tells that we have thought about this in a deeper level, and we understand the economics of this as well, right? Also, a very good flowchart is something that is recommended for you to make this. Pause just a second. Yeah. So moving forward, I think I also have a PPT. If it is visible to you guys, yeah, is it visible? Oh yeah, it is visible. Just a second.
Yes, visible.
Yeah, so I also have a presentation that is something that we would not recommend you to build, right? So this is also an SIH PPT. That is something that a different team has made, but it is not a good design, right? So as you can see, it is only having text, very different to what I just showed you. So I do not want to read all these paragraphs, right? And also I don't think so that they have thought about the design of this PPT as well, right? Also, this PPT page is really empty, right? So do not leave any page of your presentation like this, right? You must have some text or some good illustrations for on all these pages, right? So I think this is also an example of a bad PPT. Now I would also love if Yuvraj could share an example of a good PPT that he made for SIH as well, so you have a better understanding.
Yeah, sure, guys. So Gopal has already shared all the set of rules and guidelines that you need to follow. Now, just the template has changed. So in 2024, AICT has introduced a new template for the presentation, which has 7 slides. So I have prepared a short 4-liner story for you. So this just describes that what are you building, how are you building, or how it's going to work. The third point is that is it even worth building? And the fourth one is that what are the benefits or the impacts that your user that your user will get from what you are building? So that's the storyline of what this presentation wants you to build so that the judges can better analyze your solution and the approach. So the guidelines and the set of rules remain the same. Make more bullet pointers, try to integrate more graphs and more flowcharts in your presentation. In the feasibility and viability section, as Gopal has mentioned earlier, try to put your financials so that you can bargain on the fact that yes, our solution is feasible as well and scalable as well, and is like approachable by mass number of people or larger market size. At the last, they have introduced another section in where you have to put all the research and references. For example, if you are listing down prices of a few of your articles or your prerequisites, you just need to quote the resource from where you have used the pricings. For example, if you are targeting or you are solving a research-based problem, just put the patents or research research papers that you have cited so far. That's it from our side. We have also put the QR codes for other videos, other demo videos of other teams. You may scan this, guys. These are the QRs for the YouTube links. And now handing over to our mentors, and Gopal, please take the lead.
Yeah. So I think we'll be also sharing all these videos on the WhatsApp if you want to just see the PDFs and demos of the videos that we have built so far. I would really encourage you not to copy exactly what we have built, but just follow the structure. As Yuvraj beautifully said, that understand what the problem really is. Then after that, follow along what Yuvraj guided you for. Right. So I think that is it from our side. If now we will love to hand over to our mentor, Rana sir, who's also the SPOC of SIH, to further tell you about the hackathon process.
Thank you, Gopal. Thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. Now I would like to invite Vijay to share their experience. So Vijay,
Yes, sure, sir.
so kindly unmute
Thank you
yourself.
so much.
हाँ,
Thank
and
you so much, sir.
share your experience कि क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me. And as Gopal and Yuvraj Bhaiya already explained all this thing, uh, I uh, 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 I want to tell few things. First of all, my core message is your idea must be brilliant, but if you can't present it visually, you have already lost. And start with a problem flowchart and then solution, and 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 avoid complex paragraph in long sentences all. And 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 uh, and uh, and whenever you are explaining the problem, make the judges feel the problem in 30 seconds, and then start with a solution. uh, uh, Explain it in visual way, in a better way, right? So focus all these things, and then show some graph, show potential user growth, cost saving projections, and before versus after, market impact, and all these things. Focus on all these things, and that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thanks Vijay, thanks. शिवांश, तुम कुछ कहना चाहोगे?
Hi everyone, thank you sir for the opportunity. So sir, my friends have told a lot about SIH, how to participate and all, but I would like to inspire everyone here a little bit more. that like genuinely winning SIH with Yuvraj and team really like changed my engineering life, and like winning such hackathons always provides you with a lot of opportunities, and SIH is one of the best platforms the government and Thapar provides you. So grab this opportunity with both your hands and do your best and show you're actual innovator in this hackathon. So I would like to say all the best to all the teams participating, and yeah.
Okay, thanks Shivansh, thanks. Vaibhav? तुम कुछ
Yes,
बोलना
sir.
चाहोगे?
So yes, sir. So everyone has given their guidance. So like I want to just say I would like to say don't just focus on the coding and the coding the problem and like doing the code stuff. Try to solve for the impact also. Like understand the problem, the statement deeply, and brainstorming the simply at power solutions, and focus on basically teamwork. Like there is always should be a teamwork. There should not be any offensive and things, like always do with the like good communication with the teams. And also your prototype should be practical and user friendly and innovative. Or also like remember the clarity and the collaboration, so to win the more complexity in the any problems. So thank you everyone.
Yeah, so I think the great points were Vaibhav there. Just one thing that I would like to share that I think we forgot to mention is like during your internal hackathon as well as in the final round of your SIH, try to understand what your mentors as well as what your judges are saying, right? And try to incorporate what they're saying as it is. If your judges are interested in something, try to focus on that. Also, I think something that Yuvraj Bhaiya once mentioned to me, that if your mentor has a specialization in something, do not debate with him on that specialization, because obviously he knows a lot about that, right? So just understand him and try to find what these mentors are trying you to build and just follow their advice throughout the process, right? So that is something that you should also take care. Yeah, thank you. Rana sir, please.
Okay, thanks. Just let me share a few things. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for the nice guidance for the new generation. देखते हैं ये लोग क्या कर पाते हैं. So before moving forward, so everyone, I shared two links in the chat in all the activity group. So class, there are two things जो हमने SIH में internal SIH में किया था, and जो हमारे winners जीत के आए थे वो. So a few statistics are there. So total 191 teams applied for the internal hackathon, and finally 176 came for the presentation. And out of this 60 team, we need to shortlist for the final round. Means we need to submit their PPT to the SIH portal. And finally, on the basis of 60 and their panel, that 10 teams are shortlisted from the Thapar. And out of which one team is not able to go for the final because Gopal get injured. ठीक है, so गोपाल की वजह से हमारा ₹1,00,000 का नुकसान हो गया था, हमारी टीम नहीं जीत पाई थी. But finally, in last year, our 6 team won SIH. So this is the single institution in India जिसकी single institution 6 team SIH में जीत के आई है. So that is the proud moment for all of us. So this is the benchmark that set by your seniors, all the mentors जो तुम्हें यहाँ पे गाइड कर रहे हैं. तो ये benchmark एक सेट हो चुका है कि थापर से पिछले साल 6 जीत के आई हैं. So being as a SPOC, being as a coordinator, it's my responsibility कि ऐसी टीम को शॉर्टलिस्ट करना है so that वो एटलीस्ट इस बेंचमार्क को क्रॉस कर पाए. तो क्लास SIH के लिए इस बार हमने काफी स्ट्रिक्ट रूल बनाए हुए हैं. पहली चीज, वी आर गोइंग टू ऑर्गेनाइज SIH इंटरनल हैकेथॉन 13 सितंबर, सैटरडे है. तो CSCD में 10 बजे के करीब हम कराएंगे, एंड वी विल प्रोवाइड ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन. आपको कल मॉर्निंग तक सबको मेल पे आ जाएगी. Also, this time we are going to only select experienced team, because SIH is not for the beginners, for the कि वहां पे सिर्फ गेम खेलने जा रहे हो. नहीं भाई, मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव है जीत के आने का, बस मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए आप. एंड द रेडीनेस लेवल ऑफ द POC. ठीक है. नाउ थिंग इज दैट आपको एक टेम्पलेट प्रोवाइड की गई है, तो कंप्लीटली जो स्ट्रिक्ट आपको रहना है, PPT की बेसिस पे भी स्ट्रिक्ट रहना है. उन्होंने 7 स्लाइड बोली तो 7 ही रखनी है आपको, उससे ज्यादा नहीं रखनी है. और जिस ऑर्डर में, जिस टेम्पलेट में अभी अपनी गोपाल ने आपको स्लाइड्स दिखाई है, ये चीज हम आपके साथ शेयर कर देंगे. गॉट इट. एंड इसकी 10th सितंबर लास्ट डेट रखेंगे हम अप्लाई करने के लिए. and after next day we will announce the कि कौन किस को हम कंसीडर कर रहे हैं. एंड इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट कि ये सिर्फ एक्सपीरियंस गेन करने के लिए नहीं है, ये हमें जीतने के लिए है, क्योंकि ये आपको मोटिवेट करता है. जैसे अभी शिवांश ने कहा है कि इफ यू वॉन SIH तो लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज आप लोगों को मिलती हैं रियली में. तो ये गोपाल भी और युवराज भी और वैभव एंड विजय, दे विल शेयर देयर एक्सपीरियंस कि भाई आफ्टर विनिंग द SIH उनको क्या क्या मिला हुआ है. नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट कि कैसे सेलेक्ट की जाए. गोपाल ने भी आपको बताया कि भाई डोंट गो फॉर द इजी प्रॉब्लम. लास्ट लेट मी शेयर वन एक्सपीरियंस विद यू. लास्ट ईयर एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट थी वुमेन सेफ्टी. लेकिन उससे पहले एक चीज बताता हूँ मैं आपको. ये SIH वाले क्या करते हैं कि हर प्रॉब्लम के लिए 5 या 6 टीम को ही शॉर्टलिस्ट करते हैं फाइनल राउंड के लिए. ओके, सो लेट सपोज पिछली बार एक प्रॉब्लम थी वुमेन सेफ्टी एंड 600 टीम अप्लाई फॉर दैट प्रॉब्लम. अब बीइंग एज अ सिलेक्टर, लेट सपोज आई एम द सिलेक्टर एंड मुझे 6 टीमें सिलेक्ट करनी है एंड मुझे वो 6 टीमें शुरू की 20 टीम्स में मिल गई है. तो भाई रिमेनिंग 580 तो ऑटोमेटिकली रिजेक्ट हो गई है ना, पहली चीज. सो नाउ अब तुमने वही प्रॉब्लम ली है जिसमें सिर्फ 60 सिलेक्शन हुए हैं. तो यार 60 में से 6 को शॉर्ट लिस्ट करना या फिर 600 में से 6 को शॉर्ट लिस्ट करना, यू कैन इमेजिन कि भैया कंपटीशन सबसे ज्यादा किस में है. सो आई रिकमेंड यू कि वो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट सेलेक्ट करो जो बिल्कुल ही आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स है, बिल्कुल मतलब जिसपे कोई देखने का मन भी ना करे किसी चीज का. बिकॉज पहला राउंड तो इंटरनल राउंड आपकी परफॉर्मेंस पे प्रेजेंटेशन पे हो जाएगा, लेकिन उसके बाद जो PPT राउंड में सिलेक्शन होना है दैट इज अ टफ वन. अब मैंने आपको बताया कि हमने 60 टीम शॉर्टलिस्ट की थी, बट उसमें से हमारी 10 टीम शॉर्टलिस्ट हुई हैं बिकॉज वी वर्क वेरी हार्ड ऑन द PPT. हमने बच्चों की बगैर वेरीफाई करे, बगैर हमने देखे उनको अलाउ नहीं किया था. वी गिव द टाइम कि PPT को अपलोड करो, रिफाइन करो. अदरवाइज कोई फायदा नहीं है कि हमारा PPT के राउंड पे शॉर्टलिस्ट हो जाए. बिकॉज गोपाल ने जैसे तुम्हें बोला कि मुझे तुम लोगों पे कॉन्फिडेंस है, अगर हम फाइनल राउंड के लिए सेलेक्ट होते हैं तो भाई हम जीत के आएंगे, क्योंकि आप लोगों की इतनी अच्छी ट्रेनिंग हो चुकी है, इतनी हैकेथॉन में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं, तो इतनी ट्रेनिंग किसी और कॉम्पिटिटर की नहीं होती हमारे पास. ठीक है, तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि हमें प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट कैसे सेलेक्ट करनी है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द जो हम बोलना चाहते हैं. So finally, if you have any question query, तो please write in the chat, but don't repeat the question कि जो हम ऑलरेडी आपको बता चुके हैं कि 6 टीम मेंबर होना चाहिए, उसमें से एक सिंगल फीमेल होना जरूरी है. तो प्लीज डोंट आस्क दीज क्वेश्चंस. Okay, so this is all about the presentation part. So now finally, please write your question query in the chat, and then we are going to wind up. So Gopal, Shivansh, Vaibhav, Yuvraj, Vijayshri, if you would like to add something, so please be quick. And also go through the chat कि कौन कौन क्या बोल पा रहा है. गोपाल, थोड़ा इनको हैंडल
Yeah.
करो.
So I think someone has asked that if drone problem statement है उसमें उन्हें वर्किंग प्रोटोटाइप मांगा है. So मैं आपको थोड़ा सा क्लियरली बताता हूँ क्या आपको करना है. इंटरनल हैकाथॉन में वी एक्सपेक्ट यू टू हैव अ POC. अगर आपके पास नहीं है कुछ भी POC, वी नो कि आप, हमें पता नहीं चलेगा कि आप बना सकते हो कि नहीं. So for the internal hackathon, try to build the POC and show it only to us. But then when you are submitting your idea to the SIH portal, वहाँ पे you cannot show कि आपके पास एक पूरी चीज बनी हुई है. वहाँ पे you just have to submit a concept and show the expected outcomes. So this is the difference. And
एक सेकंड गोपाल, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट. एक्चुअली
yeah,
ये जो क्वेश्चन पूछा गया ना, दिस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट इज फ्रॉम द हार्डवेयर डोमेन. तो सर हार्डवेयर वाले डोमेन में एक्चुअली इन्होंने मैंडेटरी किया हुआ है कि आपका वर्किंग प्रोटोटाइप वहां पे मतलब चलना चाहिए. वो हार्डवेयर है तो हार्डवेयर उनको चला के दिखाना ही पड़ेगा. तो उसके लिए हम लोगों को जो इंटरनल हैकेथॉन है उसमें क्या गाइडलाइंस रहेंगी कि इंटरनल हैकेथॉन में भी हार्डवेयर चलता हुआ होना चाहिए या जस्ट कॉन्सेप्ट्स वगैरह वुड बी एनफ?
नहीं यार,
दिस इज
देखो
द क्वेश्चन.
देखो क्वेश्चन ये है कि मान के चलो तुम यू आर अ जज एंड सेम प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में 2 टीमें आ गई हैं. एक प्रोटोटाइप बना के लाई है और एक सिर्फ PPT बना के लाई है. तो जस्ट मुझे ये बताओ तुम किस टीम को प्रेफरेंस दोगे.
सर्टेनली वन विद द प्रोटोटाइप.
ऑब्वियस. तो दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग कि भाई तुमने कुछ मेहनत की है एंड अभी अपने पास 10 12 डेज हैं. सो इफ यू आर रियली डैम सीरियस देन यू कैन गो फॉर कुछ भी कर सकते हो यार. गॉट इट. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ आखिरी डेज में PPT बना के सबमिट कर दी है, हम आपको नहीं सिलेक्ट करेंगे, ये है. गॉट इट. तो POC इसलिए जरूरी है कि यस यू आर वर्किंग इन अ टीम एंड यू आर डेडिकेटेडली आप इस पे जा रहे हो तभी हम आपको सेलेक्ट करेंगे, अदरवाइज नहीं, प्लीज डोंट अप्लाई।
So someone has also asked that हमें strictly follow करना है क्या PPT template? So sure, yes, you have to follow the PPT template as it is, like as Rana sir also mentioned. जो SIH का template है, we'll be sharing that, and उसको exactly आपको ही follow करना है, उसमें कुछ भी आप addition and deletion नहीं कर सकते. Also, someone has asked, so we cannot apply if we do not have any experience, prior experience. So I think Rana sir would answer that, but I think experience would help you a lot. But if your idea is really good, I think you will be considered. But we think that experience, if you have some, like कोई hackathon आपने था पर जीती हुई, that would have a better impact.
कुछ
Yeah.
कुछ वाइल्ड कार्ड एंट्री हम हर साल रखते हैं। जैसे पिछली बार हमने 4-5 टीमों को वाइल्ड कार्ड एंट्री दी थी बिकॉज उनकी प्रेजेंटेशन काफी अच्छी थी। स्टिल दे आर फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ईयर और अ मिक्स टीम फ्रॉम सेकंड ईयर ऑल्सो, बट हमें लगा था कि कुछ हो जाएगा, एंड रियली वन टीम फर्स्ट ईयर से जीत के आई थी। ठीक है, वो एक एडवांटेज था। सो ऐसा नहीं है कि हम बिल्कुल भी सिलेक्ट नहीं करेंगे, हम सेलेक्ट करेंगे। वाइल्ड कार्ड एंट्री हम देखते हैं क्योंकि कई बार ऐसा देखा गया है हमारी बहुत एक्सपीरियंस टीम शॉर्टलिस्ट नहीं हो पाई है, एंड इवन दे आर नॉट एबल टू मेक द SIH फाइनल राउंड में नहीं पहुंच पाई है। बट हमने जिनको वाइल्ड कार्ड एंट्री दी है कि भाई चलो जाओ खेल के आओ, तो वो हमारे हम वो आपको इस बार जैसे 60 टीम्स अगर शॉर्टलिस्ट करनी है तो 5-6 टीमें हम रखते हैं कि जिन पे हम ब्लाइंडली फेथ करें कि यस ये कुछ करके आएंगे।
Yeah, so I think Akash has a very interesting question. So how many ideas are allowed this time in the SIS after getting selected in internal hackathon? So basically you can submit up to 2 ideas, मतलब maximum 2 ideas. But in internal hackathon, we expect you to bring your best idea. So focus
Yes.
on the best idea that you have, submit that in the SIS portal in the internal hackathon, and later on you can submit up to 2 ideas. Yeah. Also, yes, so team of 6 is absolutely necessary, and in that team of 6, one member has to be a female member. So this is guideline from SIH only. So please follow that as well. Hmm,
और टीम
yeah.
मेंबर में टीम मेंबर्स में आप यू कैन चेंज, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आपने अभी इंटरनल हैकर नहीं, बट 6 मेंबर्स हमें चाहिए। एंड क्या होता है, कई बार क्या होता है आखिरी मौके पे हमने लास्ट मेंबर भी चेंज कर दिया है, बट SIH में अप्लाई करने के बाद टीम मेंबर चेंज नहीं होता है। ठीक है, तो इफ यू कैन चेंज कि हाँ इंटरनल हैकेथन से एक बंदा नहीं काम कर रहा है तो यू वांट टू उसको हटाना चाहते हो तो वो रिप्लेस अलाउड है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है उसमें।
Yeah. So I think Neil also asked if where, sir, from where can we get the data sets? So Neil, this is not necessary that you have to follow certain guideline. We actually build our own data set when we participating in the hackathon. So data set has like no restrictions. You can download from Kaggle or any website. RoboFlow is also a very good resource. You can ask your seniors as well if you want some help in that. Yeah.
वन मोर थिंग, जो फाइनल राउंड होता है SIH का, अगर इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर सॉफ्टवेयर पार्ट, बिकॉज 2 थीम है यहाँ पे, सॉफ्टवेयर की एंड हार्डवेयर की। इफ यू गो फॉर द सॉफ्टवेयर पार्ट देन वो 2 दिन का कंपटीशन होता है, एंड इफ यू गो फॉर द हार्डवेयर पार्ट आई थिंक वो गोपाल 5 दिन का होता है शायद।
5 दिन का, yes sir.
यस, तो 5 डेज का रहता है। सो अगर आप हम भी क्या करते हैं कि प्रेफरेंस हम हार्डवेयर टीम को ज्यादा देते हैं, गॉट इट, क्योंकि उसके लिए सिलेक्शन कम होते हैं, उसके लिए फाइटिंग ज्यादा होती है। बट अगर आप हार्डवेयर की तरफ जाएंगे, जैसे पिछली बार आई थिंक मेरे ख्याल से 60 में से हमने 10 टीम्स हार्डवेयर की रखी थी मेरे ख्याल से, मेरे को थोड़ा ध्यान है। गॉट इट। सो हार्डवेयर का आप रख सकते हैं, लेकिन आपका आइडिया सुपर स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए यार। सो सो नाउ 36 आवर सॉफ्टवेयर, ठीक है, हाँ वो 3 दिन का आपका रहता है।
Also, someone asked like non-Indian student or Thapar student. So basically, your college only matters. Like आप थापर के ही बच्चों के साथ टीम में आ सकते हैं. Other than that, year matter नहीं करता कौन से year के हैं, and nationality कौन सी, that also does not matter. But Thapar student is necessary. Like all students must be from Thapar only. That is a requirement. Yeah.
यस, एंड कुछ क्वेरीज आई थी कि यू आर फ्रॉम T/ और ढेगा बस्सी। भाई वो थापर का ही पार्ट है, आप T/ के साथ बनाओ, केमिस्ट्री वाले के साथ बनाओ, बायोलॉजी के वाले के साथ बनाओ, हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। डेरा बस्सी वालों के साथ बनाओ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। ठीक है, तो मिक्स टीम हो सकती है, बट थापर के ही स्टूडेंट होने चाहिए।
I think so. That answers all the queries. Yeah.
ओके, सो क्लास जस्ट कल मॉर्निंग तक, नहीं तो कल आफ्टरनून तक मैं सबको इन्फॉर्म कर दूंगा मेल के थ्रू कि व्हाट आर द गाइडलाइंस एंड रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म। सो रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म की लास्ट डेट 10 सितंबर रहेगी। तब तक आप सभी को अपनी PPT भी साथ में अपलोड करनी है, एंड स्ट्रिक्टली जो PPT का टेम्पलेट SIH वालों ने दिया है वो ही रखना है, अदरवाइज हम PPT आपकी शॉर्टलिस्ट नहीं करेंगे। ठीक है, एंड फॉर्म में हम आपसे कुछ और चीजें भी मांगेंगे कि आपने कितने हैकेथॉन में पार्टिसिपेट किया है, कितने जीते हैं एंड उनका प्रूफ। ऐसे नहीं कि आपने रैंडमली 2 नंबर डाल दिए, 3 नंबर डाल दिए। तो यू नीड टू सबमिट योर विद द प्रूफ, बिकॉज हमें सिर्फ सुपर स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम भेजनी है। सो आई थिंक विजय कुछ और बोलना चाहोगे?
सर आई थिंक गोपाल भैया एंड युवराज भैया ने काफी अच्छे से सारा कुछ एक्सप्लेन कर दिया।
चलो ठीक है।
Yes.
वैभव, शिवांश, डू यू वांट टू ऐड समथिंग? चलो ठीक है, युवराज तुम लास्ट।
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot for this opportunity, for letting me have the privilege to share my experience. अभी 2 साल पहले we were sitting right over there, हम लोग अपने seniors की and आपकी mentorship से चल रहे थे, and now we have reached a certain point with your blessings and your guidance, your handholding, that we are sharing our experience. So this is really a very proud moment and a wonderful experience for us. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you everyone. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
sir.
much, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
sir. Thank you, sir. Good
Bye-bye.
night. Good night.
Bye bye.